Hey everybody, it's James Crawley with Your Week in History. We landed on the moon.
At 15 seconds, guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. We have a liftoff. Liftoff on Apollo 11. Shadow. 4 forward, drift into the right level. 30 seconds forward drift. Contact light. Okay, engine stop.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're going to be busy for a minute.
4 forward, drift into the right level. 30 seconds forward drift.
On July 20th, 1969, 49 years ago, Neil Armstrong was the first person to set foot on the surface of the moon.
Armstrong is on the moon. Neil Armstrong, 38-year-old American, standing on the surface of the moon. On this July 20th, 1969.
He and his co-pilot, Buzz Aldrin, stepped out of their lunar module, the Eagle, and onto the Sea of Tranquility, while their commander, Michael Collins, was in the command module orbiting the moon. When Neil set foot on the moon, he stated that this was one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. There is a thought that he actually stated this is one small step for a man and one giant leap for mankind. But during the broadcast, his voice got muffled during A, and so it came out as one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. The start of the mission was on July 16th, 1969 from Kennedy Space Center in Florida. The Apollo 11 crew was launched into orbit by the Saturn V rocket, the largest, tallest, and most powerful rocket to date. The landing on July 20th, 1969 was broadcast live worldwide. The landing of the Apollo 11 crew seemingly put an end to the space race that was between the United States and the Soviet Union. The United States was finishing second to the Soviet Union in the space race, so President John F. Kennedy on May 25th, 1961 gave this speech urging the United States to put a man on the moon before the decade was out. These are extraordinary times, and we face an extraordinary challenge. Our strength, as well as our convictions, have imposed upon this nation the role of leader in freedom's cause. If we are to win the battle that is now going on around the world between freedom and tyranny, the dramatic achievements in space which occurred in recent weeks should have made clear to us all, as did Sputnik in 1957, the impact of this adventure on the minds of men everywhere who are attempting to make a determination of which road they should take. Now it is time to take longer strides. Time for a great new American enterprise. Time for this nation to take a clearly leading role in space achievement, which in many ways may hold the key to our future Earth. Recognizing the head start obtained by the Soviets with their large rocket engines, which gives them many months of lead time, and recognizing the likelihood that they will exploit this lead for some time to come in still more impressive successes, we, nevertheless, are required to make a new effort on our own. I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal, before this decade is out, of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth. No single space project in this period will be more impressive to mankind or more important for the long-range exploration of space, and none will be so difficult or expensive to accomplish. 8 years later, America achieved this goal set forth by President John F. Kennedy. Sadly, Kennedy was assassinated a year before and was not around to see what he had set in motion. Even though we achieved the goal of landing a man on the moon, the Apollo project became less and less popular and ended 3 years later, December 7th, 1972, with the Apollo 17 mission. I'm James Crawley. This has been Your Week in History, Space Edition. Join me every Sunday with new episodes. Please subscribe, share, and follow me on Instagram at James_J_Crawley. I'll see you next week. Thank you.